Good evening, United Rogue Marvel Rivals. It is great to see you again. I know I'm unfortunately becoming a very familiar face for a lot of you now. It's my fourth stream in a row, but we do gratefully have a new face here tonight. Bose, welcome back. It's been a while since you've been here. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks for having me back here in the booth with you. Pleasure to be with you. As always, pleasure to see
Time,
everyone. Welcome back, guys. Week 4, very exciting.
anytime. Inky in the broadcast as well. You can't hear him, but he's here helping us out. Great guy. Today or tonight, apologies. Tonight we have Houston versus Miami. Houston has been kind of unstoppable so far this season. I guess that's what happens when you build a team of just straight up DPS demons, right? I mean, I guess it makes sense. No matter what role you put them on, they're gonna go crazy. And then obviously Miami. Everybody knows them. A bunch of friends here to have fun, but they can definitely show out when they need to. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to the league so far this season, Bose, but if you have any input, it would be appreciated.
I've been paying a fair bit of attention to the league this time and this week in particular. We've seen a lot of roster movements across the board from pretty much every team except for these two, which should speak volumes for how well their synergy is going to be, displayed across each game and how much improvement they're making. As you said, Houston's been kind of unstoppable. I'm excited to see if Miami has made any cohesive efforts to make improvements on their overall team play.
Yeah, wouldn't hate to see some tricks up their sleeve, perhaps. I believe the only change Houston's made so far has been the addition of Kawang, which I will say is not a bad introduction. If you ask me, that guy's pretty good at the game. No matter what you put him on. But I think Houston definitely has the upper hand going into this one. But I think Miami has shown flashes against good teams. I mean, they won an overtime against Portland. Obviously, that was Portland before they made their changes. I think Portland's a lot better now. But yeah, I think this should be a good one. As I do believe we're getting into the random Dom map selection. Wonder what it's gonna be. We're gonna get Hell's Heaven. I'm tired of this map, man. I think we get this map 75% of the time plus on these random Dom selections at the beginning of these series. So, I'm exhausted of it, but it is what it is. We're going back. A lot of teams like it. A lot of teams hate it. But who will be victorious on it today? We will find out here in a minute after these bans. What do you expect to see from bans, those?
Ooh, I'm going to be completely honest here. I think both teams have their strongest players in their tank roles. Looking at that, we might be seeing more tank bans than usual, especially given the Hell's Haven is such a tank run map.
Yeah, it is definitely very, very heavy on the tanks. This map is. Not surprised to see the Groot ban come out from Houston. Air Mattress, Groot is definitely his strongest tank. Not that he can't play other things, of course, but you definitely don't want him on that. And the Loki ban coming out from Miami, pretty uniform there as well. Loki very strong when paired up with just about any other main healer. Thing protection, though, that's a weird one. That is a weird one. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know. I don't know. You don't see that get protected every day. Gamer protection makes sense. Houston can play it, so why not save it? It's definitely very bannable from Miami's point of view. Magic ban. Yeah, they don't want Hawkums on that Magic. Twapums in game. Apologies. Punisher. Interesting.
These are some very interesting bans coming out of the gate, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, Houston's bans feel a lot more targeted. Miami's bans feel, at least their protections feel more targeted towards themselves, obviously, but their bans feel just kind of general. Because I think they just don't want, I think they want to build their team around not having to play against those characters that they're banning. those characters are going to disrupt their game plan, and they don't want that to happen. The Hulk protection. Ooh, leaving the Hulk open into Houston is a very risky call, as they have not even arguably the best 2 Hulk players in the league on their team, on the same roster, mind you, in Kawang and House. Throw either one of those guys on Hulk, and you're going to have a problem, despite that character not being particularly strong. Rogue Band going to come out from Houston as well. They know Air Mattress's Rogue is also pretty strong. And then the final band is going to be Venom.
Pick your hero.
As predicted, we did see a lot of tank bands coming off the rip.
Yeah, not surprising. Penny protection is so strange. I feel like Penny's just not great right now. You know, I don't know if that's crazy to say. You let me know. I feel like she's just not great right now. But yeah,
I will say that losing her rocket buff definitely hurt her. But I will say that she's still in a strong place, given just her overall win rate in general across Marvel Rivals is still in the positives.
Yeah, makes sense then, I guess. This is a, you know, all salary league, all rank league, so you know that the character finds success everywhere, so why can't it find success here possibly, right? So don't hate it. Overall an interesting comp from Miami though. I wonder if this Jeff makes it out of the starting doors.
I'll take your word, my petite.
I really do wonder that. I doubt it. I somewhat doubt it, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it does. Maybe it does.
4, 3.
Well,
this is straight up goats.
We are seeing a Jeff come into play for once.
Straight up goats from Miami here. Oh no, OG Bun's just giving his team a speed boost, it looks like, and then he's gonna swap off onto Mantis. Okay, so yeah, goats coming out from Miami, definitely. I don't think I've seen them do this before. Houston coming out on a much more standard comp. House on that Captain America, not surprising. He is very strong on it. Crazy Cat on that Phoenix, also not surprising. Very strong on that Baker with that new Emma drip. Not surprising as well. That skin is unbelievable. In the back line already is House just making some disruptions. Giggles very low on health from the push up from Remy, who is on that Star-Lord. Or sorry, that's Kawang, not Remy. I have it right now. Kind of just some poking neutral. Everybody building ults right now. Not much of a breakthrough being made by either team, as that's a good pull from Miami there by Hawkums, as they are able to get Baker out of it. So Houston down 1 now. You would like to see Miami get a little bit aggressive here, and they're going to do just that. But as Kaiso sees it coming, puts down that ult. Crazy Cat able to take Giggles out inside of it. Miami getting that support ult down immediately after. 2 DPS ults coming out from Houston. That Galactic Legend gets 3 from Kawang. Don't think Miami's going to be able to come back out of that. And that is them down pretty much entirely. Giggles comes back, first back, as she did die first in that fight, but pretty good stuff from Miami.
Fast and precise team wipe from Houston there.
Yeah, once they got those ults up, it was pretty, it looked like they knew exactly what they were doing, pretty calculated and smooth. Getting rid of him. Giggles in a little bit of danger there, able to get out. Kawang taking a lot of damage, needs to be careful with that grounded, and he is not. Kozak's going to take him down out of the skies. House MD coming in with that Captain America ult, and the Gambit ult coming in from Miami to counter. I don't know what to expect here, really. Air Mattress able to pick off Remy. I think Miami might have this one in the bag. Air Mattress gets another pick. Prozac one as well. All that remains is Kawang and House. Kawang already out of the fight. House as well now. Houston has that, Gambit ult in the bag there. I might expect them to see them use that to push out here. Miami with a lot to counter it though.
Just as we saw Houston pull absolute aggression at the point, we see Miami swing right back with their sledgehammer.
Yeah, but Houston coming right back again with that Gambit ult, and 2 ults coming out from Miami as well from Mantis and Penny. Not ults that are really going to win you the fight though, just going to keep them alive here for the most part. Houston, all of these health bars falling really low. Really good job by these Houston healers to keep their teammates up. Magneto ult coming out, big miss from Air Mattress, not able to find anything. Oh, Prozac and Baker with ult. Prozac not able to pop it before Baker gets that Psionic Seduction off, pulling pretty much the entire team Miami. And that Phoenix Ult comes out as well, taking out the Gambit of Miami. Remy able to get a pick onto Prozac as well. Wong finds one. Giggle's able to take out Taiso at least, but this fight, it does look like it's going to go the way of Houston. Air Mattress able to find Remy as well. Not the cleanest victory there from Houston as they lose both of their supports, but I don't think Miami's going to be able to capitalize on those small victories in time.
Now with Miami running triple tank here, we have 2 DPS on the side of Houston that are very, very quick to farm their ults off of tanks.
Yes.
Given the Star-Lord reduction in ult points that we saw this
Strange
season.
Portal. Strange Portal coming in up top. And that Galactic Legend coming out from Prolong into the Swapham's ult though. Is he going to be able to find him? And Prozac gets a pick on Remy. That's one down for Houston. Prolong looking, able to find one on Prozac, the unlikely target. Air Mattress with that Gambit team up, able to get another pick on Taiso. That is not good for Houston. Kawong just, is he going to be able to will his team to victory here? He is not. In overtime, Miami's going to come in and take it. Crazy Cat, the last alive, gets staggered just by a little bit. Miami back in control here. 70%. I mean, this could end up being a close fight. I don't think Houston's going to portal. They should be able to make it without it and save it for potentially a last overtime fight if needed.
This is absolutely crazy. Both teams just going sledgehammer for sledgehammer on their point retake.
Yeah, definitely very even matchup so far. A lot more even than I expected it to be out of the gates. Remy holding that Gambit ult up. He is going to go for it. Hey, going right back at him with it. Crazy Cat able to get a pick on OG Buns though. Not a good start for Miami. Crazy Cat with the big ult. He's not going to find anything. Using that Phoenix ult a little more aggressively than you'd maybe like to see. That Magneto ult coming out from Air Mattress. Can't find anything. House gonna just pop that Captain Miracle to keep his team up. Galactic Legend coming up from Kawong. He's gonna look for one. He finds it on that Gambit. He's looking for more. Can't exactly find a target. Looking for Jiggles. Not able to get it. Prozac does go down to Taiso on the main point. That Mantis ult comes back down from OG Buns. He does make it back in time, but Taiso counters with an ult of his own. Giggles with a huge Eye of Agamotto. Not able to find anything out of it though. As the Invis ult is able to pretty much keep Houston's whole team alive. Baker and House need to turn for this tank here. Air Mattress killing Taiso in the backline. This could go poorly for Houston here if they're not careful. But this fight is just so long. Baker able to pick off OG Buns though. Air Mattress getting Remy. No supports for Houston here. They need to be really careful. This overtime's running really slim. They're going to be able to touch. Air Mattress takes out Baker. Taiso still on point. Kawong trying to touch. Spinning on point. House still on. Not able to get him. Oh, but the thing all takes House off point and Miami is going to take it. Oh my god. What a sub-map. That's one sub-map. And that's some of the most exciting stuff we've seen in a while.
Wow indeed. We are seeing both teams coming out with their both foot forward, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you know, Houston loses the sub-map, but not a poor showing whatsoever. Looked very strong in their own rights. I think it's just...
30 seconds before you attack.
I mean, I say it all the time. This game is just a game of ultimates. You know, it's hard to compare it to Overwatch. You hear it all the time, but you know, you can win Overwatch fights without ults a lot of the time. But this game is just, you know, ults are just, it's everything in this game, and Miami might have just used them better. I mean, you have to say they used them better when the reason they won that fight was a ginormous thing ult from Prozac. Just lifted the entirety of the Houston Flames roster off of the point.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Decrease that little sliver of overtime to 0. So
I think it was a combination of all three of their tanks really working together. We saw that fantastic eye from Giggles followed in.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing ult. I'm really upset that didn't get any kills because she plays healer for the most part, and to see such a huge Agamotto from a support player do something like that would have been insane. But right back into the action here as we see Galactic Legend come out from Kawong with that Remy Gambit ult. Is he going to find anything? He's looking for a support. He's able to get at least one, but Air Mattress with a big Magneto ult is able to get 2 picks on that Houston backline. Both supports down. I think Houston's just going to wrap it up and save it for another day as Crazy Cat and Kawong go down on point. I did not catch that Magneto ult, but I saw it on the feed, and that is pretty big there from Air Mattress. Air Mattress now.
Seeing everyone as they're coming back up the way.
Yeah. Building up some ult charge for their supports here. Mostly for K, that game ult really depleted. Captain Miracle coming out from House immediately. Oh, that's a double support ult from Miami though. With the clobbering coming out from Baker, I don't think he got much of anything. Nobody's dead yet at the very least. Gigglem's still in that penny ult, not able to find much of anything. But 2 picks from Miami. House able to find one to match, and Crazy. Very even fight right now. I believe there's 3 left for both teams. 2 tanks and 1 support. Houston just not really having a healer, I guess, at the current moments of fight. House still contesting though, despite all of that. Oh, Baker goes down to the mines. Not what you want to see. That's at this point, that's a stagger. The fight was pretty much over for a while. Houston just took a while to realize that it was over, I guess. And now House just kind of gonna maybe try and force these guys into a mistake a little bit just by teasing them. Kozak really low there. Oh, big Moon Knight ult, making everybody move, not really finding a pick, but everybody did move. Gambit ult coming out from K. And Prozac with the big thing ult, able to find 1 pick out of it. OG Buns with another. Kawang goes off the map. I'm not sure when that happened or how. Swampus with another pick, and Houston just falling like flies yet again. Literally, Kawang fell off the map. House now trying to just buy some time, I guess. Not a lot of time left here. Remy gonna go for that Gambit ult. They do not have time to portal. They need to go now. Along with that legendary coming out. He's not gonna find anything in that Invis ult though. Baker on point by himself. He's gonna go down. Nobody able to keep him up. 2 picks now for Houston. No tanks now. Crazy Cat goes down. Tyso goes down. All you have now is Kawang and Remy. House on that Strange. Is he gonna get a portal off in time? Can Kawang buy him enough time? No, he can't. And that's it. Miami takes the first map over Houston in surprisingly dominant fashion on that second sub-map.
Great showing from Miami out the gate. You know, Houston's always been that unstoppable force, so for them to take this first point is going to be a huge morale boost. If we actually rewind back to week 1, Houston really struggled against GOATs, against SFC. So I'm wondering if we're going to see the same situation here, where if Miami just stays on their GOATs, if Houston's going to continue to struggle.
I mean, they were GOATs the whole time, weren't they? And Houston just had no answer for it. Oh, you hate to see that, but I mean, that's why GOATs is, you know, that's why it has a name. That's why it exists. That's why it's, you know, in every team shooter like, or you know, team-based shooter like this. You know, it's just such a very strong strategy, because DPS, a lot of people say it is, a lot of the time in these kind of games, it's the weakest role. It's the weakest role, and you know, people finally realized that a long time ago on Overwatch when Brigitte came out, and then, you know, they just rolled with it. 3 tanks, 3 supports, and to this day, God, how many years has it been? Like 7 or 8 years. In a completely different game, still one of the strongest strategies you can do, and Houston had no answer for it. So it makes you wonder if they're maybe going to switch things up in this ban phase, maybe go after, you know, that Mantis or that Gambit, or maybe a different tank, something like that. It does make the mind jog.
Yeah, we will definitely see. I mean, another strong strat that Rivals has in its bag is the triple support meta that we all either love or despise. And the answer to that is always triple tank. Now, Miami's really taking advantage of both those and kind of a hybrid. You know, normally on GOATs, you don't see the triple support meta. You normally see 4 tanks, 2 supports. So we're seeing a perfect blend of 3 and 3. I don't really know if there's a pure answer to it except for going all DPS, you know?
Something tells me we're not going to see that exact solution, but I don't know. I guess it is. I guess it is possible. I believe Houston. Yes, Houston is going to select their map now, and I don't know. I don't know really what kind of strategy they're going to want to try to employ here. Looks like Midtown though. They want to take it to Midtown. I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about what comps are strong on what maps. Not sure if you do either, but
Midtown is definitely in favor of goats, so it's very
Yeah.
interesting that they're going to be picking a convoy map out the gate that's going to really favor goats. Depending on who's going to be coming out the gate first, if Miami's going to be attacking, it should be pretty easy for them to break spawn break off of their comp.
they sure. I mean, I would like to hope Houston has a plan here, given that information. Hopefully they know this is a goats map. They know either they're planning to play it themselves or come up with a goats break, because I mean it is easier to combat it on these kind of maps. So they're gonna go with the group ban anyways. I think that's probably still safe. Same with Miami going with the Loki. I like both of those bans to start. I think no matter what, it's gonna be pretty in your favor. The Thing protection again, and you know what? After seeing it, I understand it now. I'm not confused by that anymore, Miami. I think I understand where your head is at. Punisher again?
Punisher save this time, not ban.
Yeah, this time he is getting saved by Houston. They want to have that on their side. I believe that's for Remy. Let's see what they ban here, though. Magneto. Yeah, those Magneto ults were pretty big from Air Mattress, I'm not going to lie, so they just do not want to deal with that. Because House is a big off-tank guy. That guy's really good at off-tank, so they're going to have him on Hulk or... Captain America, I just noticed they did not play Hulk last game. Despite spending a save on it, they did not play it. So it does make you wonder about that. Ban coming out from Miami. They found that annoying from Kawang. So Kawang gonna have to switch it up. He's pretty upset about that. That guy loves having fun, and they banned his fun. So might throw a little bit of a temper tantrum in that VC. I'm not sure though. Rogue protection. I think we know what Air Mattress is gonna play. We might see a no main tank here, unless they go goats again from Miami, because then maybe we'll get a strange. Nope. And we get and an unpause. Nope. Wait, not an unpause. It's just a pause.
Nope, we are currently paused. Yep.
What in the world happened here?
Oh, it does look like one of the Miami players did DC.
Ah, okay. Well,
looks like Swampums.
We'll just go
back.
back.
In the background.
We'll just go back to our caster screen, and I guess we'll talk to you guys about what we're seeing for now. I don't know. I think my only question is who they put on main tank now, because last time it was Air Mattress, but if they're saving Rogue, I think they're gonna want to put Air Mattress on that Rogue. So it makes me wonder who that third tank is going to be and who's going to be main tanking, because I'm not sure who on this roster is super comfortable playing main tank. Obviously, we saw Giggles with a big Strange ult. I'm not sure how comfortable she is on Strange throughout the entirety of the gaming phase, outside of swapping and portaling and pressing Q. But perhaps we will see her on it again. Not sure.
Yeah, uncertain on who their main tank's going to be if we are going to see Air Mattress over on Rogue. Mainly with his mag and group both being out, that does only leave Strange left for main tank.
Yeah.
Which so needs to change. We're going to see a Strange ban out the gate.
You do wonder that. Also, that needs to change, Nitties, if you're listening. It needs to change. We need another main tank. Another real main tank. You know what I mean? Maybe, I think it's going to be this season. Maybe the season after. We'll see. Anything's possible. It's only a month at a time with these guys. They pump this stuff out pretty quick. I hope whoever DC'd is okay and they are doing their best to get back in here. But
it could have been a entire game crash. You know how Rivals is as they post their updates.
Could have been a whole PC crash. You never know. It's happened to me. It has happened to me, and it is not fun, I will say. It was Hawkins.
Yes, it was Hawkins. I do believe, I think it was a either a tryout or a scrim we were doing where we were on the same team and you were just lagging so hard you had to
Oh
restart your
yeah, you
entire
remember that? I
system.
remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go to be right back and we'll talk about that. I believe Hawkums is back in the lobby. So that's great. Obviously, we're gonna continue this ban phase now. I believe the last thing that happened was that rogue protection. So, yeah, and that's it. Now we're moving over to this last Houston ban. What was really strong from Miami there? Maybe get rid of that Mantis. Ah, I might be a genius. You know, they always said that when I was a kid. They always said I was a genius. And Miami just doesn't want to see that Venom in general, so I do not blame them for getting rid of that one. Not a bad call.
Now, which player plays Venom over on the side of Houston?
On Houston, I mean, dude, Kawang can play anything. We do see him on the Hulk here, I will point out. Kawang can do it. House can do it. I think both of them. Both of them can do it, and both of them are formidable on it. I would probably say more so Kawang,
tank out of Houston.
Yeah, they're going for it. Not quite goats though. They do want Crazy Cat on that Bucky, and I do not blame them. He's really good at it, and it'll just add a whole lot of damage for them in the long run.
Before you attack. Get ready.
And we are seeing Miami shift off of their initial game plan of goats. Now we're seeing the traditional.
Yeah, they're just going straight up dive counter. Now I actually do like that because I don't know. They know. They're just knowers. They're aware. They know that it's coming, I guess. That dive counter. I mean, it's it's not completely dive counter, but Namor. That is Namor's general role in this game is to counter that dive, and having Hawkums on it should be pretty decent for them. As Kawang is gonna just immediately challenge that high ground and take over for Houston here. But someone's back on it over there for Miami. I believe it is. Oh, it was Prozac. Oh no, it was Air Mattress, but he came down. Prozac actually gets taken out very quickly though. OG Bun's able to find that match. Kawang able to find Air Mattress though. Maybe went a little too deep there, to be honest. Baker a little low on HP, but Houston, even though being pretty even fight there, but Houston does come out on top in control of that convoy. Kawang just gonna, he's just gonna torture these guys as much as he can. Baker just gonna try to back him up where he can. OG Bun's looking for a Moon Knight ult already. He's able to separate the team, which I think is a very underrated factor of a Moon Knight ult, not just for kills. Prozac going really, really deep. You might need to be careful here. That whale coming in. Hawkums able to find 3 with it, and he might go for 4. Air Mattress able to clean up that 4th on Remy, and Prozac able to pick off Kawang. That was a huge, I love seeing Namor ults like that are just completely out of left field. No wombo combo, just shoot that whale over there and pray. And Hawkums able to get 2 out of it, and 3 if you count count that knockdown as part of that ult, but
the zoning from the Midnight will actually set up Swampums to
like I said, underrated part of that ult. That Kraken coming in, Kraken Impact coming in from Crazy Cat, able to get a reset and 2 kills with it. Looking for another one, able to get a third, but there's no more resets to be had as Crazy Cat, the rest of Crazy Cat's team is able to just clean up the other 2 people that were remaining. That was a very, very quick fight win for Houston there, as they are going to cap this first point. You know, this first point is always pretty quick. Oh, a portal coming in for Miami, though, just a little bit late. Hawkums goes down almost instantly. Looks like K is going to beat the same fate. Can anybody else get out? Not OG Buns. Kawong just, you know, I want to say he's bullying, but this is actually really, really smart. But if he's not careful, he might get away. He doesn't. That's a big, big stagger. And Giggles, coming to support him, ends up staggering herself as well. OG Buns might have asked for help, but it might not have been the smartest idea to do so. Just find somebody else on Houston with a faulty trigger finger and get out of there quicker.
No changes on the side of Miami quite yet. They aren't really...
Are you sure about that? I see the Fist of Iron coming out from Hawkums here. Rogol coming out from House. She is gonna take everything indeed. But Kay gonna get that Gambit ult out as fast as she can, but it does not matter. The entirety of Miami is gonna be swept up anyways, with pretty much just a rogue ult. That Cloak and Dagger ult did come out as well, and Baker actually popped that thing ult. I don't know, no portal for Miami here. This is gonna be another cap point with almost 5 minutes left on the clock.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Pretty
Miami
productive.
probably told themselves, "Oh, let's see Kawong's Hulk. It can't be that bad."
It can't. That's what everybody says, and then they play against Kawong's Hulk, and then they play against Kawong's Hulk, and it's like, okay, all right. I see. You know, I see why we were banning this, but another Blue Knight ult coming out from OG Buzz, not able to find anything, but Kozak going for that thing ult, also not able to find anything. Giggles just at this point saving face for her teammates. And their ults that did not find much. Air Mattress, though, going super deep by himself in that rogue ult, able to find one pick and take a little bit of ult charge. Baker takes him out, though, and Hawkins able to find Kawong. As he probably went a little bit too deep without his team. Never mind, I think he was just right there. I'm not sure what happened to him, but Houston gonna try to just kind of play this neutral game a little bit while they wait for their team to regroup, re-rally. Swampum's taking this high ground. He does have that Iron Fist ult, and he's gonna go in with it to counter that. Oh! He gets a reset. Crazy Cat does with that Kraken Impact and another one. Tyso able to get a pick on that Invis. Swampum's in that Iron Fist ult, not able to find much of anything. I don't know if that's a Crazy Cat reset. It is not, but a productive ult nonetheless for him and his team. As Miami kind of down to their last legs here. They kind of need to touch right now or this is going to end. OG Buns goes down. They are able to touch with Prozac. Prozac doing his best to just stay alive right now. And that K ult is going to come out on the Gambit. And Baker's going to counter it with a thing ult of his own. Miami, however, despite that, is going to probably come and win this fight as they are pushing the entirety of Houston back. Swampum's on that. Swampum's on that Wolverine. Didn't even realize it. Able to get Kawong out of that Hulk form. And he goes down as well. A pretty late stagger there, but not too much to fear if you're Houston. That's pretty much your first fight lost at this entire game, and you still have, you know, about 2.5 minutes to, you know, cap this point, and with a lot of time to spare, to be quite honest. Kawong bunny hopping in, looking for some strong positioning here. Gonna challenge this high ground with Air Mattress. Kind of just a little punch battle there. Air Mattress needs to be very careful here, though, as his backline is going to get dove almost instantly. House going to go in with that rogue ult. Tyso going to support with the Cloak and Dagger ult. Another rogue ult coming out, this time from Air Mattress. Hawkins able to get a pick on House. House goes down. So does Remy. That Invis ult going to keep Miami alive for just a little bit longer, except for OG Buns. Crazy Cat able to pick him off. Into more neutral game. Kraken Impact coming in. But an ult from Hawkins as well, able to get a pick on Baker. Not able to get a reset as Crazy Cat. And that's another one fight for Miami here, as Kawong is going to just get out of there, cut his losses. He still has that Hulk ult in the back pocket, though. In tandem. Will they use it in tandem with that Gambit ult, though? That is the question. I think we could see that happen here. Baker, if the fight goes long enough, could just clean it up at the end if they can survive through it with that thing ult.
Good swap over on swap-ums.
Yeah,
Very
very good. Gambit ult coming out from Miami, and Kawong does go in with that Hulk ult with that Gambit ult. Hasn't been able to find much of anything yet, but he's looking for that Gambit. He's gonna find it, but he's really low on HP here. Needs to be careful. He bubbles himself. I'm not sure he's gonna get out, but his teammates are saving him a little bit here. Baker gets a pick on Giggles. Miami down big in this fight. Both supports. Prozac with a big clobber in time. Looking for Crazy Cat, not able to find him. Gets cleaned up by the rest of Houston. His team was not with him there. OG Buns goes down almost immediately on that Thor. I'm honestly not sure why he hasn't swapped off of it yet. Clobber in time coming out for Baker as well. Miami just not really able to find any more rhythm here. After being taken out the first time, Hawkins trying to touch, not able to do so. Houston is going to cap with 46 seconds left to spare. Not too shabby, but I feel like they could have done it a lot faster. They definitely had a little bit of trouble at the end there.
You'll need a top-notch
Yeah, Miami getting a taste of their own medicine here, going up against the triple tank lineup from Houston. I don't think they were expecting it out the gate, or maybe there's the Hulk ban was or wasn't even a ban or save actually. Holy smokes! Just slipped right through the cracks on both teams there.
Yeah, the Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't. I mean, Miami didn't touch it at all last time. They let Houston save it. Houston just didn't play it. And everybody says Hulk is terrible, and while that might be true, I think that just does not remain the fact when you have Kawong on your team. I think the character is just always going to find value. You should always ban it against him. I don't care. I don't care what the tier list that one dude makes on TikTok are telling you, bro. If Kawong's on the other team in your game, you ban the Hulk. That is just what you need to do. And we will see if Miami has any answers for it here. Unlike that last map, or sorry, that last round.
I do believe every hero in Rivals has its own unique fit, as long as the team is cohesive with that overall. Except
unless
for
it's Black Widow. You heard me,
Widow.
Zaza. Unless it's Black Widow, I know she's watching. Anyways. The high ground being taken here from Miami almost instantly. Pretty much the whole team, but gotta watch out for behind. Crazy Cat on that side lock looking for a pick, not able to find anything. Really, really low. Falls that storm though. Oh, and Crazy Cat able to just weasel through. Just weasel through that Emma of Air Mattress there, and able to pick off OG Buns. Just kind of unmarked there. Just kind of lost him in the smoke, almost in the fog of war. Crazy Cat and House on high ground trying to make something happen. Just House now. Looking for K on that storm. Looking really vulnerable up in the air. Trying to just staying really, really low here. Trying to just disguise herself with the rest of her team. Just a little bit of neutral game here. Not seeing much of anything happen. Just some ults building up. Could see a support ult come out here though. Maybe you're right. Remy holding that ult out. K able to get a pick on Crazy Cat. That ult might have been a little bit late by Remy. Just a little too much holding. House goes down inside the Invisible from Hawkins as well. Baker inside of it, fighting for his life. That's a huge clobbering time against the entire backline, and they're all going to go down. But Air Mattress able to punish Baker for it, but not before Kawong is able to pick up pretty much every single thing that Baker laid down for him. Prozac the only one to remain on point. Everyone turning around to take down Kawong. And he's not going to go down. Baby Hulk might get out. No, he doesn't. Air Mattress going to pile on that pain with this Psionic Seduction, taking down both supports. But they're not done yet, looking for House. They still are, Prozac is. And they find him, Kawong, coming out of spawn now. What an ult by Baker, and what a job by Kawong to clean it up, but they just had no team left by that point. And Miami able to come out victorious in that fight. Baker on Strange now, though. We will see the portal come out here. Right in front of the payload a little bit. That Gambit coming out from Giggles with that Punisher ult from OG Buns. Is he going to find anything? He's looking for Ad Tyso and that Cloak of Dagger ult. Not going to find it. Looking for Baker now. Air Mattress able to take out Remy. Prozac able to take out House. OG Buns, even though that Punisher ult did not find much, his teammate is taking him back up. Darkchild coming out from Crazy Cat. Didn't even know he was on Magic, and the Hulk ult as well. Prozac looking for a big clobber in time to help K with that Storm ult. Able to get one pick out of it. Kawong in the ult, able to find that Gambit. Looking for Invis, able to get her as well. OG Buns finds Baker. Still pretty even despite all the fighting. Miami needs to cap. They need to get them off. Kwong out of Hulk form now. House in that rogue ult. It's going to go down to Prozac most likely unless somebody can keep her up. Air Mattress goes down as well. Kay able to take down House. Remy able to take down Prozac. And Houston is actually somehow going to come out victorious in this fight. That was a really long fight that just went back and forth so many times, so many ults used. Really well played by both teams, to be honest. I don't really have any complaints for both teams, at least at face value. Things are really fast here. Miami, only 1 minute left on the clock. Gonna need to make a fight happen here. They have 2 ults to work with, and not much else to be spoken of at the time being. Houston only with this Gambit ult to counter, though. Will it be enough? Psionic Seduction coming out from Air Mattress. I don't think he's going to find anything of too much value, but his team at least will be kept alive by that invisible Lumen ult. Playmaker Baker with another huge clobbering time. Kwong in that baby Hulk form, able to find a pick on OG Buns. Prozac able to punish Baker once again, though. Crazy Cat going really, really low. Nobody's even able to keep him up. Air Mattress just walking now, walking them down. Telling his team, walk with me. We're going to win this. Looking for Remy on that Gambit now. Remy able to get out. But is Houston going to be able to contest? They're not going to be able to. As Prozac with a big clobbering time, able to get 2 out of it. Air Mattress picking up another kill. Kwong trying to touch. Not able to work out. Baker as well. I don't think any more touches are going to be made by Houston here. Miami finally able to capture and given a fresh 2.5 minutes to work with here on this second point. But wow, really well played by both teams. But I'm glad Miami was able to get it through in the end, and we get to see more action here.
We're seeing huge clobbering times out of both team players here.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. I think this is gonna. I mean, it definitely has the capability to go down to the wire here, but we'll see if it does just that. As Taiso going in with that Cloak and Dagger ult, but it does not matter. OG Buns with that Punisher ult. Oh, Prozac! Not even with an ult there, able to work with OG Buns in the that OG Buns Punisher ult and that Gambit ult, excuse me, and just pretty much pick off the entire team there. Really good fight for Miami, and they only had to use 2 ults to do it. Houston did use an ult there though in that Cloak and Dagger, but only 1. So I mean, pretty much 4 ults on the board here for Houston as they're going to open up with this Gambit ult. Nothing to counter with. Oh, Hawkham's able to get that ult off just in time, but it does not matter as he dies in it. And that's going to be pretty much the entirety of Miami wiped off the face of this planet Earth in a millisecond. Wow. It did take 3 ults. I'm not even sure we needed that much, to be honest with you. I don't think House even needed to press Q there. That
I've seen
crazy
some pretty
ult.
crazy combos in my time here, and I think that was the most effective team wipe I have seen.
That was really fast. Crazy Cat with that Kraken impact with that Gambit ult, able to just pretty much wipe the entirety of them off the board instantly. Looking for that Gambit is Crazy Cat, not able to find it. He might go down here. He does. Prozac able to take him out. House MD in that backline though, able to get Giggles, but he is punished immediately. IK, Kwong and Baker able to pick up picks of their own though. Only 1 support left for Miami, and they are in big trouble. Air Mattress goes down. Hawkham's really low. Prozac as well. No one is left standing. 30 seconds left on the clock now, down already to 20 for Miami. I don't even think they have a... Oh, they do have a portal yet. Houston were the ones that used their portal. Here comes that portal for Miami. Let's see if it's a good one. OG Buns taking his sweet time to line this up. You better hurry up. Put that thing down, man. You're out of time. Are they going to be able to touch now? They are, with 1 second left on the clock. Overtime has started. At Taiso going to use that Cloak and Dagger ult to keep his team up. Oh, big ult from Baker. Gets pretty much the entire team. And that's all she wrote. Miami not going to be able to touch anymore. Another insanely fast team wipe from Houston there. Pretty much on the back of that clobbering time from Playmaker Baker. What a play. He had like 3, maybe even 4 just ginormous ults that match. Ginormous ults that match. Just, I mean, there was nothing that Miami could do about any of them. Kwong's still able to get that MVP though. I guess I'm not entirely surprised by that, to be honest. If we look at these stats, 17 finals, most finals on the team on Hulk, a character that, you know, is not really strong right now. 40,000 damage blocked, 17k damage, but not to discredit the rest of his team. I mean, they all played lights out, and so did everybody on Miami as well. I mean, really close matchup here. But again, we seem to see, I mean, the same thing happened in map 1, except for Houston. They just kind of teetered off there, you know? Just kind of teetered off a little bit in the latter half, even though, you know, despite the first half being pretty close. Same thing happened here. Miami kind of going tit for tat in that first half, you know, despite Houston being able to take it all the way. They were definitely putting up a fight. And then that second half, Miami just kind of getting stalled a lot. And you know, it just, the momentum just kind of teetered out for them. So, you know, just really, really super back and forth here so far from both teams. I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing.
I did say that Houston was struggling with the GOATS meta, so they chose to adapt into it. Spoke it into existence, as you guys like to say.
They did exactly that. I mean, we try not to caster curse here, but we did the opposite for Houston there. We caster blessed. We caster blessed them there. And it worked out super well, as we are going to go to Symbiotic Surface here for our Convergence map. Definitely a very popular one. Makes me wonder if, you know, I'm not saying, I don't think Miami needs to save the penny, but I think I could definitely see them going penny here at least. I don't think they need to spend a save on it like they did on map 1, but penny, obviously, even without the rocket team up, this is a pretty good, at least that first point in that first corner after the first point on defense, penny is pretty good. So maybe watch out for that for Miami, as I suspect to see the same two bans to start here. Groot and Loki. Yep. Not surprising.
Symbiotic Surface has been out for quite some time now. There's a few different strats that you can do going into this map. The thing that bugs me the most about this is we have an entire map dedicated to symbiotes, but we only see Venom inside of this game.
Mm-hmm. You know what? As someone who is I like to consider myself a bit of a Spider-Verse hater. I think it's overrated. You can crucify me in the comments if you want, but I think it's the most overrated thing ever. So I'm not mad about that. I'm not upset about that the way you are. Maybe a lot of other people are, but you know, that's just how I feel. I don't think we need Carnage and, you know, however many 15 million symbiotes there are in the comics of this game, despite how much people love them. Carnage, maybe. I can understand Carnage. Maybe give me Cletus. That's fine, but no more swingers. Any more of those swingers in the game. As I was correct about the penny. Like I said, I don't think they need to spend a save on it, but they did anyways, just to be safe, I guess. And there it is. That's going to be rammed by Miami, and they did want to protect that Magneto as well, because Houston did get rid of it. And I mean, it worked out for Houston. Those thing ults were going unguarded, unblocked.
And speaking of swingers, we are seeing that Venom slip by on the Protect.
Yeah. I mean, they always banned it last, so it was bound to happen. Houston not really opting to save that Hulk. I suspect Miami to maybe ban it here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's there. I would just go for it. They do ban Mantis anyways. Houston actually banning the thing from Prozac this time. And there goes Star-Lord actually from Kawang, so I guess that's not too terribly surprising either. Not too terribly surprising at all.
Very tank heavy on those protects and saves. Both teams lining up. It does look like we are going to see GOATS out of Miami again, except Buns is going to be rocking his soldier.
Almost GOATS. Almost. On that winter man, on that summer civilian, some may call him. Hopefully OG Buns is the winter soldier, not the summer civilian, but you know, that is yet to be seen. Whoa, where am I on this spectate? That was weird, whatever, fixed it.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me when Baker was hovering over Panther. I thought we were about to see a drastic change in gameplay.
I don't think Baker, I don't like to assume, but I highly doubt Baker has ever selected Black Panther in his entire life. Probably a little too much going on in that kit for him. But that's just my assumption on the matter. As we are going to see Houston come out in, I mean, this is just, you know, what are we doing? Animal Crossing. Oh, never mind. Remy's swapping to Gambit at the last second. Definitely, I mean, you know, it's an interesting attack comp. I don't love it. I don't hate it. The rocket is a little confusing, but I guess they just want to, I mean, they're diving hard actually, so you know what? I guess it's not confusing. Kawang gets wrapped up by that penny though and goes down instantly, not able to use that E. Giggle's able to pick him off with those mines. And yeah, that penny already making her presence known on her best map, despite how weak she is right now in the meta. Oh, and Kawang again instantly gets picked off by those mines! We're gonna need to find a solution to it quick, and he gets res this time though.
Unfortunately, Kawang Star-Lord is out of the game, which
it is.
I believe is a hero that is the easiest to counter Penny's mine traps.
Yeah, they're just gonna throw him on there. House is gonna pick on OG Buns though. So the opening may be here. House on the Hulk this time instead of Kawang. Still able to make things happen. He's not the second best at it for no reason. And Miami's pretty much gonna fall. Kawang gonna find that pick on Crazy Cat. Prozac goes down last. And that is all she wrote for Miami. Able to get 2 quick picks on Kawang in concession, or succession, apologies. But I mean, after that, it was just
penny mines fall. I believe that Houston's just gonna be able to hold W and press forward.
Yeah, exile. That was smart by House, exiling the penny and going straight to those mines. Already gone there. Crazy Cat dies before he can get into Psylocke ult off. And that's a big pick for Miami. I want to see them play aggressively here. They're going to do just that, but House says no. Hulk is going to smash. And here he comes. That Gambit ult to counter comes out by K. Here comes that Kraken impact from OG Buns. Doesn't look like he's going to find anything. No, not much of anything there. Baker gets wrapped up by the penny though, and he is going to go down. Houston, we'll see if they decide to continue to play aggressively here or not. It looks like no, they're gonna wrap it up, go back home, wait for Baker to come back and try again. Ults on the board, quite a few of them for both teams. OG Buns, I will point out, already 70% on that Kraken impact again. As that Gambit ult comes out in tandem with that Phantom ult in the back line for Houston. Air match, both Magneto ults coming out, neither finding any value there. As,
Air Mattress and Baker looked at each other side by side.
Yeah, they were just kind of flying.
Said, hey.
It's like a romance movie there for a second. That Psionic Seduction coming out here from Prozac. Looks like, I don't know if he's going to find too much there. Kraken Impact coming out from Buns also finds nothing. But Air Mattress is able to save him a little bit with a pick there on the House, which is a big, important one. Houston playing really aggressively here. If you're Miami, you have numbers. You need to say, hey, we have numbers here. We are not just going to let you push us back, but they're letting it happen anyways. Interesting. I'm not sure why that's happening for Miami there. Crazy Cat, apologies. Crazy Cat might go down here. Almost, not quite, but Baker is going to go down for trying to save him. And that's a big pick for Houston. Maybe now they push up. Kawang gets pulled into the backline by OG Buns. Are they able to take him down? They do just that. I think another wrap from there from Giggles as well. She's playing really well in this penny at the moment. Houston once again thwarted on that push. Crazy Cat just kind of aura farming on the left here, waiting for his team to come back. We're just gonna have to wait and see if Houston can make something happen here. 3 minutes on the clock though, definitely not a small amount of time that Miami has to work with on defense here.
Their time bank is looking really nice right now.
Yes, Kawang on that backline instantly. Good bubble coming out there. Crazy Cat going for that ult. We need to stack it or it's not gonna be good. OG Buns goes down in it. That Magneto ult looking for something. Air Mattress is gonna find at Taiso. 2 coming out from the Eye of Agamotto from Baker. Not gonna find any kills in it though, but Crazy Cat might clean it up. And House in this ult as well. Looking for Air Mattress. Air Mattress able to find a pick on Remy before House is able to take him down, and House still not able to take him down as his Hulk ult does come to an end. Baker able to find a pick on K. Houston up big in this fight. OG Buns looking for that Kraken Impact. That's 3 Kraken Impacts from Buns. Not a lot of value to be honest, but he does find a regular pick on to Crazy Cat there. Houston not looking like they're gonna take their foot off the gas here, as all 3 tanks are threatening to just rain hell down upon this Miami line with this high ground here. And House gonna do just that in tandem with Kawang. Lots of damage being dealt here. Giggles in that ult, looking to maybe make something happen in this front and back line with those mines. Not much happening at the moment, only 3 seconds left on it. Psionic Seduction coming out for Prozac. Is he gonna find anything? Not really, but Baker does go down and Houston is just gonna pack it up and not waste any time here. Kwong.
The Iron Man out of Crazy Cat now.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it could go well, unless OG Buns can take him down quick. Then you could have a problem on your hands potentially. Gambit coming out from Remy. You're gonna see that Venom and Hulk jump on that backline instantly. Crazy Cat with the ult almost instantaneously, able to get a pick on K and another pick on Air Mattress. OG Buns, like I said, not able to take him out of the air just fast enough. Baker finds one as well. Hulk ult to add insult to injury here from House, just looking to clean up the rest of this team. Prozac and Giggles just not going down on point. I'm not sure if Houston isn't shooting at them, if there's support hiding somewhere keeping them up. But Houston not able to take him down. Prozac gets a pick on Remy. Crazy Cat another pick. That's 3 for him in this fight. Crazy Cat another pick. That's 4 for him in this fight now. Just kind of raining down upon Miami, and they cannot shoot him down out of the sky. Kwong able to pick up OG Buns. Air Mattress in that back line. Portal does come down. Oh, that portal came down a while ago. I must have missed that part. Swap'em's there, trying to keep his team up. I don't think he's going to be able to do just that. Air Mattress goes down. Giggles goes down. Someone trying to touch. I do believe it is Swap'ems and Prozac. They're going to do just that. Buy their team just a little bit more time. K's there as well. Rocket Ult coming out from Ad Tyso just to secure this fight at this point because Miami just will not go away. They're like a bad cold. But Houston finally able to cap. But not with a lot of time left in the time bank. Only about a minute and a half left to go. Giggles looking like she's going to get pretty badly staggered here. And this, Bose, I think this is where you get off the Penny. I know she has ult, but I don't think Penny ult brings enough value to stay on this character at this part of the map. But she's going to do it anyways. We will, we'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Yeah, this last section of the map is always a struggle for Penny to set up her mines, and seeing the swap over to Iron Man, we are seeing those mines getting taken down pretty consistently.
Yeah, I would at least like to see her swap off after she's sold at the very least, as this neutral game is getting to a start. And there goes that Penny ult, as I was talking about. Houston with a lot of ults on the board, but they are going to start with that house ult and going to find K almost immediately. That Penny ult, like I said, not finding much value, not really worth staying on Penny for, as Air Mattress is also going to be taken out by House. Not before, and he's out of ult, not before he's able to exile Prozac. Baker able to find a pick on Giggles. Giggles does go down. OG Buns finding Kwong in that backline, though, maybe biting off a little more than he could chew. Baker just deep in there with Crazy Cat raining from above. Able to find 2 picks, and House comes in for a 3rd. Giggles. Oh! I don't even know where those mines came from. Ad Tyso just stepped on him. Giggles not off the Penny anyways. We'll see how it goes, I suppose. Baker needs to be kept up here, and he is going to be just that. Crazy Cat coming in with an Iron Man ult. Is he going to find anything? No, he's not. Air Mattress able to actually get a pick on Remy with that Magneto ult. OG Buns gets a pick as well. We are in overtime, and Houston is dropping like flies. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep it up. Swap'ems really low. Crazy Cat thought he had him, but he didn't. OG Buns with 2 big picks with the uppercut. Crazy Cat goes down now as well. But Houston is going to be stopped right at the end.
Get there in time.
Oh, man. They're not able to make it, so the door is left open for Miami if they are able to make it there with any time remaining, even in overtime. If they can get to that point, the game is not just brought to the next round, but the game will be won by Miami. So we will see if they can pull that off.
Prozac is doing a fantastic job at just staying alive on point when Miami really needs it the most. I don't know what juices Emma's drinking, but I'm going to need some of that in my comp games, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is definitely doing a very good job of that, I must say. I do agree.
Houston. Do we think they're going to stay on the Iron Man? Still waiting for Crazy Cat to...
I mean...
that Iron Man actually made a lot more impact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
I initially thought it would.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, can you blame him? If he were to stay on the Iron Man, would you really be able to blame him? I mean, it was working pretty well, but I mean, he opts to move to a character who is quite notorious for 2 things in this game, for how strong she is on this map and how strong she is in the hands of OG Buns. Almost a little surprised that we didn't see it from OG Buns on this first point, to be honest. That is like right up his alley to play her right here on this point. But Crazy Cat gonna be like, you know what? I think you should have done it, so I am gonna do it. What is Miami doing? Oh, we're taking the scenic route here. Looks like they're going to go for this right push. Let's see how hip Houston is to that. Baker looks like he caught a glimpse of it. That comm coming out. Houston going to adjust now. Get some of those squirrel girl shots up there. Air Mattress going to just get on there. He gets stunned. Going to need to press E pretty quick. If he doesn't, he's going to go down. He does just that. A lot of neutral game fighting happening here. Swapham's able to find a pick onto Remy, but he goes down for it by Crazy Cat. Air Mattress gets Ad Tyso. Both supports down now for Houston. Nothing left to keep them alive in this fight. Kawang goes down. Crazy Cat able to find a pick on OG Buns.
The squirrel girl taking out the squirrel girl.
Yeah, but it does not matter. Miami is going to be able to cap this unless... Is Baker portaling? He's not. He's not. Houston going to cut their losses here.
Now, with the first point on this map, when you're on defense, it's really hard to portal back to point, mainly because you have to walk all the way out of that spawn door.
Yeah.
So it's not worth portaling half the time.
Yeah, and I think they realize that as well. But a really fast cap there from Miami, and OG Buns did not play the squirrel girl on defense like I was expecting, but he did pull it out here on offense, and I'm happy to see it because he did a really good job there to win that point for his team. Air Mattress in that back line, able to pick off Ad Tyso when he's not done yet, going for that Venom ult. Baker able to pick off Hawkums though, as he got a little bit too aggressive. And Air Mattress with 2 more picks on that back line. Guys, we need to turn around for that Venom. He is ripping us apart. This is his hometown, I suppose. So he's going to show out in front of his family, I guess, as OG Buns is going to clean up Kawang. And that should be a late pick for Air Mattress on Baker. Air Mattress kind of unstoppable right now on this Venom. Normally, a lot of times you don't need to even turn, but Air Mattress is saying, you better turn for me or I am going to make your lives very, very difficult. As he gets exiled by House.
Bring out that Daredevil.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Kawang at this point just trying things out that he thinks are fun, and if it works, it works. Crazy Cat with that Squirrel Girl ult coming out. Doesn't look like it's going to find much before getting destroyed. Giggles falling really low HP there to Kawang of all people. Like I said, he's going to have fun, but if it works, it works. And it is working. Ad Tyso coming in with that ult to keep his team up. And it's doing just that, but there's another Cloak and Dagger ult on the side of Miami there, keeping them alive as well. Kawang gets pushed out just a little bit, and that magic ult from Swapums takes him out pretty much instantly. Extremely fast there. K able to get a pick on Crazy Cat, but Swapums goes down for Miami as well. Miami up in this fight, and they're going to pile it on with that Psionic Seduction from Prozac. Looking for heals, gonna need heals. He's not gonna get any, he's gonna go down. Air Mattress picks off Remy though. House popping that Hulk ult in the backline, looking for something. Venom, Air Mattress on that Venom, looking for even more though. Baker is gonna go down, but in that backline, Crazy Cat and House are taking down Air Mattress's entire team. So I'm not sure Miami's gonna win this fight, as the Air Mattress agrees. He's gonna get out of there. No E left, 44 HP. Miami gonna need to reset and I don't know, readjust. I don't think they did badly in that fight, just a little bit unlucky. I think they can go in with some better ults and come out with a win here, but
it was a really good
job by
good retrieve from Air Mattress getting out of there with 35 HP left on his bar.
Yeah. Really good job by Houston as well to keep themselves up, keep themselves coming back and win that fight. I'm not sure, did they use Portal there? They did not. They still have Portal up if needed. OG Buns going with that Squirrel Girl ult. Both teams doing a really, really good job of destroying these Squirrel Girl ults, by the way, and not much value being had by either of them. As Baker falling really low there as his backline is dealing with that Venom. Nobody able to keep him up. Hawkins able to get a pick as well. Remy coming in with that Gambit ult. Not sure if he had already. Kawang getting 2 picks along with that Tyso in that backline. House finding one as well, and Remy again. Houston with that Gambit ult and the Moore ult able to just clean up the entirety of Miami despite them having the upper hand. They just never gave up.
We are going to see Miami have this Gambit ult coming into this. Could be one of their last team fights if they're not careful.
Yeah, I mean this is going to be cut close here. We're, the time bank is running a little bit lower than you would like. Giggles holding that Gambit ult, but I think not quite time to start stressing yet. Hawkins going for that ult there. Baker going for the Eye of Agamotto, not able to find anything. Kawang able to get 1 pick out of it though, and Crazy Cat as well. Hawkins able to find that healer though on Gambit. Miami, I'm not sure if they even want to continue fighting this here. Prozac goes down. Air Mattress and Hawkins in the back line though. might make a hole for Miami to possibly win this fight, but Kawang wants to close that hole immediately, and so does House, as both ults are going to be popped here. Gonna look for these supports, his House MD. He's gonna find one, Kawang's gonna find the other, but Air Mattress still, just despite everything, is... Oh, but he's getting picked up by House, and he's getting slammed, thrown onto the ground.
Only 60 seconds left.
House said, I am completely tired of you. Get out of my backline. My healers are not happy. And I'm going to make them happy.
Get that vehicle
Just make that guy look like a fool. And he did just that. Well played by Houston here on this hold. Not a lot of time left for Houston. House, I know he's waiting for this portal here. He wants to see that. He's waiting to see that Strange to see if that portal's coming. Miami going to hold off just a little bit longer, though. They think they have enough time. House realizes they're not using it right now.
That
Looks like
grab
he wants to
is starting to just absolutely stagger him.
Yeah.
Escaping.
Super nice whale coming in with the Gambit ult from Houston, and that's gonna be another one fight. Just nothing to counter with from Miami. They're just taken out before they can even say a word. Houston just looking dominant right now. The portal coming out from OG Buns. Is he gonna make it in time? Not a lot of time left. I don't think it's gonna make it. Oh, overtime starts anyways because somebody was waiting in the wave, whatever. Sorry, I forgot the word. Air Mattress does go down for contesting though. Kawang able to get that ult off. He might go down. Oh, he's not going to. Getting so much shield from his passives. Kawang does go down though, but not before taking out Giggles. Air Mattress able to take him down. OG Buns getting one as well. Air Mattress with another pick. He's unstoppable despite it all. Looking for more. Able to find that Gambit. Hawkums is. Now we're looking for that Cloak and Dagger, but she's gonna get ult off and contest, and Baker's still there as well. Kay says, no, I can counter. We're gonna see both Cloak and Dagger ults now on point. Both teams not gonna die, but that's a big Eye of Vishanti from OG Buns, and they're able to get 2 picks out of it. And Air Match is able to get one of his own. Miami might actually be able to get this in overtime, but they do. We're seeing an identical situation to last time. Houston capping that second point with 1:30 remaining in overtime as well. But can Miami make it to that little yellow marker at the top of your screen? Or will they be stopped? I honestly don't even know at this point. Both teams are, you know, having their on moments and their off moments. I do want to say, despite Miami winning that last fight, that Houston has the momentum here. Gambit ult coming out from Giggles here. Baker does not care though. Going to take out Prozac anyways. Air Mattress in this backline. Houston finally have an answer for it. He's not going down yet, and Remy is super low. But I mean, they're just trading backlines at this point. Air Mattress and Hawkins killing the entire backline of Houston, and Houston killing the entire backline of Miami. But Miami able to keep control of this payload. Despite that happening, Hawkins looking for a little more. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get picked off here. Doesn't look like we're going to see any changes from either teams. As, they both seem to be happy with what they're on at the moment. Remy holding that Gambit ult out. He's going to cancel it. Oh, the Iron Man is out again from Crazy Cat as that Gambit ult comes out as well. And there we're just going to see Miami get walked down here with not a lot of time on the clock. Giggles is going to go down. Miami needs to be very careful. If they run out of time here and run out of lives, they will just lose. Baker able to get a pick and Kawang with 2. Baker with another. And that's all she wrote. No! Air Mattress able to make it there. But Baker says, I don't care, you're the last one. I'm Ayavamotoing you. He's not able to hit him with it. Air Mattress has ult and he gets 2! Oh my god! Kawang able to get a pick on Giggles in their spawn. Air Mattress! He won't go down! He finally dies! But not before his team can make it back. Prozac trying to contest. Crazy Cat in the skies trying to take out that Spider-Man and he can't. But it doesn't matter. Houston is able to stall. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
I got out of my chair for that Air Mattress ult, that's for sure.
Air Mattress. Oh my god.
What a crazy last attempt hold there by Air Mattress, just to buy enough time to get his team back. Prozac making the swap over to Angela, just trying to buy as much time for their healers to walk up. Fortunately, it didn't pan out too well for them.
Hyperventilating.
That was a fantastic game from both sides.
I'm dripping in sweat, chat. This is holy cow. That was I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to show bias, but I really wanted Miami to win after that Air Mattress ult, after that Air Mattress touch and the the low HP Venom ult he gets too. Oh, I wanted them to win, but oh, what a game either way. I mean, both games so far. I mean, all 3 games. That was game 3. All 3 games here so far have been unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Both teams. I mean, there's so little in it for both of these teams. They're both playing so well. Oh man, I all I can really hope for is that this next map is I want a game 5. I do. I'm biased to the game 5 as a caster. I always am, especially in an exciting series like this.
So going on to game 4, we're gonna see domination return now, since every game mode has been played.
Yeah. We'll see what Miami decides to do.
Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be domination.
No.
Miami had the strongest showing on Dom.
Yeah, I doubt Miami goes to Dom here, to be honest. I mean, they won on, what was it? It was Convoy, right? So could see them go Convoy. They definitely were not bad by any means on Convergence either, but I'm just excited for more gameplay, man. I mean, that was cinema. That was amazing.
That air mattress ult, if they would have pulled it through and won, that would have been one of those games that you talk about in 20 years to your kid.
Yeah, I would have told my kids about that air mattress ult on Clintar there. That was unbelievable. Oh man, I'm still coming down from the high of those last moments there. Looks like we're just waiting from a ready from one of our teams.
Absolutely. While you guys are waiting on that ready, don't forget to use those channel points to predict. You do get to get a nice juicy payout if your guess is correct.
Yeah. Don't gamble with real money. Gamble here with your channel points. You can gamble as many as you want. As many as you. If you want to gamble them all, you can gamble them all if you're confident. The payout will be big, I promise.
Looks like Jack Turn also subscribed during the middle of that game, so thank you, Jack Turn. Welcome to You Are Rivals. Enjoy that ad-free viewership.
Yes. Well, I mean, we ran ads right after that, so that's perfect timing from him. He was saved from the slaughter, if you will. Let's not call it slaughter. It's just ads. It's just ads.
Do we think Miami's going to be utilizing their sub here?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, they're not in the lobby. So, my immediate answer without any context would be no. But we're not receiving any word at the moment on what their plan is. So, we'll just have to talk about whatever.
Good to go. They are locked in.
There we go. Just need to talk some stuff over. Sometimes it gets a little confusing and whatnot. All right, Miami with the map pick here. Let's see what they go with. I mean, they have anything open to them at this point. So, we'll see. Right now, hovering
over domination.
They're hovering everything. They're keeping us on our toes over here. But yeah, they are hovering domination, which I would be surprised if they end up going that direction. Doesn't look like they're going to. And they're gonna lock in Hellfire Gala. I like it. I like that. All right. Does Miami have what it takes to take us to a game 5, or will they fall short? We are about to find out. I am very, very excited to see that. Let's get into these picks and bans, though. I expect to see the same 2 bans at the start that we've seen the entire time. I just think both teams are pretty confident that they do not want to see those 2 characters. I would not be surprised by a Venom ban by Houston at this point, though. After that round. Kawang is very good at Venom, but Air Mattress, you gotta say he outplayed him. I mean, he was putting on a show the entire time on that Venom. Definitely a standout.
Houston really not wanting to see that group come out.
No, Miami does switch it up though. Get rid of Gambit instead of Loki this time. They say, all right, let's maybe try to switch things up a little bit here and leave that Loki potentially open for Houston. But will Houston save it? That's the question. They do not. They're gonna save the Daredevil. I would have to assume for Kawang because he played it near the end of that last map, and he was pretty darn good on it, if I do say so myself. Houston, though, gonna go back to that mag ban. Miami definitely struggled without mag on that second map to those Thing ults. And Miami is gonna protect Thing here for Prozac, so we'll see if Baker plays Thing again and is just left free once again to, you know, pop as many big, just take him to Yancey Street as many times as he wants, you know what I mean? And just go crazy, because I mean they had no solution for it, probably in part because of that Magneto was not available. Emma gets protected as well. I'm not sure who's gonna play that, because I feel like Prozac is usually the one on Emma or Thing, but I guess we will see Star-Lord protection coming out from Houston. They're just protecting everything Kawang wants to play at this point. It looks like Crazy Cat. I will say Crazy Cat is also very, very good at Star-Lord. He's probably better than Kawang at it. So maybe that's our DPS right there. Star-Lord and Daredevil, would not be surprised, and we are going to see that Hulk ban come out at the end. Miami finally sick and tired of it.
To win this one.
They want to go back to
move over to Angelo.
Maybe. I mean, he's hovering it, and I was right. We are going to see Crazy Cat on that Star-Lord and Kawang on that Daredevil. House back on the cap for the first time since Hell's Heaven this series. Ad Tyso is going to go on the Loki. So for the first time this series on map number 4, we are going to see Loki in play. That will definitely, you know, switch things up. That'll keep these fights going even longer. You know, as Houston's going to have double Cloak and Dagger ults. Miami, never mind. Miami not on the Loki.
Bringing up the Jeff.
Oh, I hope not. I hope to see that change. I hope to see that change, I will say.
It might just be for this first hold here, but Jeff is really
Perhaps.
strong on this first corner.
He is, yeah.
It's one of the very few spots on the map where you can throw people off.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely, you know,
4, 3.
definitely a possibility. Hopefully we don't see a pew pew here with Kay throwing her own teammates off the map, but you know, it's definitely possible. I'm just joking, pew pew. I love you. But here, the action is going to begin here as Houston once again just leaning on this dive very heavily. Crazy Cat going for a lot here, and he's not going to get much of anything. He's lucky to get out with his life, to be honest. But Houston just base camping here, just looking for as much value as they can. They're not going to find it. Kawang is actually going to go down. But he gets picked up by Ad Tyso and that res beacon there. But Houston in control of that payload. It is moving here. Miami does have this high ground here. Kawang able to get a pick on K. That Jeff did actually make it out of the doors, forgot to mention. So we will see if it gets swapped here pretty quickly. Giggles goes down on 2 more picks for Houston as well. OG Buns is able to find a pick on Crazy Cat, but I don't think it matters. Miami's really low on players here. Houston playing very, very aggressive with their numbers that they have in their favor. But these tanks of Miami not going to go down without a fight, as they are in goats, obviously, here. So, you know, going to make the most out of it as they can. Air mattress on that Angela. He is going to just get out by the hair on his chin. Galactic Legend coming out from Crazy Cat here into that Invis ult. Probably not going to find much. Air mattress, very bold play to come out of the Invis ult into the Star-Lord ult, though. Rem able to find that pick on him. Crazy Cat looking for more in that backline with Kawang, able to find Swapham's Eye of Agamotto coming out from OG Buns. It's very, very big. He gets a pick on Crazy Cat, and Baker gets spit off the map by K. Crazy Cat does get brought back, though, by that res beacon. Miami staying in this fight very, very well here with that ult from Giggles. Prozac able to get that pick on Kawang. Miami, I think they're finally going to cut their losses and get out of there. Less than 1 meter, I think, Houston got there very, very close to capping. But Miami just just showing that power they have and not going down easily.
Yeah, fantastic ult by Miami there.
They did have to use Cloak and Dagger for it though, but Houston also down that Cloak and Dagger ult, so no Loki here in the game so far at the moment. Angela ult does come out, and it does get a few people in it, but I don't think they're going to get anything out of it as Air Mattress does have to back up. Looking for Crazy Cat now as Air Mattress, but Crazy Cat is going to get out. Houston just kind of bullying this backline of Miami, trying to stop them from healing their tanks. Remy's going to take down K. In cloak or in dagger form, very unlikely thing to happen. OG Buns does go down to Crazy Cat as well. I don't know if Miami's gonna be able to combat this anymore. Air Match is just kind of being a fly on this point, trying to touch. He's not able to do so. Able to get out with 35 HP. Miami gonna have to reset here. Cut their losses. 3.5 minutes on the clock here for Houston now. You know, not a lot of time, sorry, is a lot of time, but will it be enough time for them to make it as Miami just kind of, I don't know if that was a fight to take really, to be honest, as they lose 4 people there in that engagement. OG Buns might go down as well, gets staggered by this aggressive Houston team. He's going to do just that. Not what you want to see if you're Miami right now. That's going to get Houston a lot of payload movement here.
That Starlight Ultimate buff is really coming into play here, as we've seen Crazy Cat have both of his Galactic Legends in both of those team fights towards the end there.
He's hooking up another one right now, as you can see. 70% already here is Crazy Cat to another Galactic Legend. He will be looking for more, you betcha. Giggles coming in with that Cloak and Dagger. Oh, OG Buns able to find a pick on Crazy Cat. That was out of completely nowhere. Kay looking for somebody to grab with this Jeff ult, not able to get anything. She might go down for it, or she might get out. The Devil is being let out by Kwong with Ad Taiso, dropping that Rocket Raccoon ult, but OG Buns able to get 2 with the Strange ult. He's able to pick on Ad Taiso, but I don't think it's going to matter. Kwong does get 2 more picks, and Crazy Cat able to clean up Air Mattress the last. I'm not going to lie, I need to see swaps here from Miami. This team comp is not it for them right now. I don't think they're going to touch. They thought about it for a second there, but they're just going to give it up. 3.5 minutes on the clock for Houston to cap this last point, as Miami does get off that Jeff finally onto Rocket, a much more useful character in this situation. Clobbering time as Kwong is brought to Yancey Street, but nothing is going to happen to him, as he's going to be A-OK and going to start looking for that backline again. Back in a neutral game, these two teams go. Kwong kind of lurking. Crazy Cat goes in. They're going to jump on this Rocket Raccoon, not able to find anything. Air Mattress, Heaven is falling. He's looking for picks. Is he going to find them? He finds one on Remy. OG Buns with him is going to find one on Taiso. That is your healers down if you're Houston. They're just going to pack it up, go back to spawn. Miami, definitely a good swap onto that Rocket Raccoon. Air Mattress, I feel like he should be on Venom. You know what I mean, Bows? I feel like he should be on Venom. Crazy Cat in that backline, looking for something, not able to get it. OG Buns very low on health, gets into that Invis ult, so he's going to be okay. Crazy Cat with that Galactic Legend. He looks like he wants to go for it. OG Buns going for the Eye of Agamotto. He finds 1 pick on Remy, looking for more. He's not going to find any more. He'd be lucky to get out of this alive now. He may do just that. He does. Kwong now in the backline, popping that Daredevil ult, not going to find anything. He's just going to back off with it. Add Taiso with the Amplifier. Is Houston going to be able to make anything happen with it before it goes away? They are not. Remy low on HP again. He's able to get out. Galactic Legend comes out from Crazy Cat, looking for those supports in the backline. He's going to find one on Swap'ems. He's going to look for the Raccoon. He's going to opt for the Beacon, but he's going to find the Raccoon anyways. Now looking for Prozac, but needs to be careful of this grounded here. As Prozac getting sent in a circle there, and he's just going to turn around and go home with no supports. He'd be lucky to get out of here and make it home, and he's not going to be able to, as Crazy Cat is going to pick him off anyways. And OG Buns goes down, I believe, just on the other side of the map in the backline there of Houston.
Do you think we need to swap off with the Angela here?
I agree.
I play super defensive, just going around point, trying to solve this. It's not helping his teammates in the face of both House and Baker.
Yeah, and more picks coming into this backline now for Houston. Able to get 2 of them, but Kwong does go down, but it does not matter. He's going to get rezzed instantly, right back into the fight. Captain America all coming out, as well as the Rocket Raccoon coming out from Miami. Not much going to happen with it though. Remy gonna cloak and dagger ult for his team. They're gonna walk up. Baker does have Venom ult here. This could be big if he gets to using it, but not yet. He's gonna hold it through this Invis Woman ult. He's gonna look for these supports in the backline. Air Mattress and OG Buns able to combine for 2 picks. OG Buns with another on Rocket Raccoon. Houston actually losing this fight here, and they're gonna get sent home. Swap'ems with the push onto Baker there. Gonna finish him off for a little bit of a stagger. And you know, despite how much better Houston seems to be playing in this map right now, Miami has him down to 30 seconds on the clock. So no portal yet from Houston, but if things go poorly this fight, I suspect whoever dies first is gonna swap and TP them in. As the fighting has begun here, Air Mattress has that Angela ult. He's definitely looking to use it on that backline as the beacon is going to, the CYA is going to come down from Ad Taiso. Air Mattress just touching. Kawang able to get a pick onto the Raccoon in the backline there for Miami. Daredevil ult coming in for Kawang in that backline, able to find a pick on Swap'em. Air Mattress just kind of flying around right now, needs to look for something here, and he's going to do just that inside of his teammate's Cloak and Dagger ult. Able to pick up one is OG Buns, is Remy inside of that ult. Taiso is able to res Remy with that beacon though, but these supports are in danger. Crazy Cat trying to help him out. OG Buns, both tanks looking for him in the back. Oh my god, he's able to grab 2 Air Mattresses. But it doesn't matter, the fighting's still happening on point. Air Mattress goes down to Crazy Cat. Prozac with an ult, he's able to get 2, but it's only the tanks. Not much is going to happen with that. Kawang able to get a pick on K again. They cannot do anything about this Daredevil. OG Buns picking off Ad Taiso. Crazy Cat able to get a pick on Swap'ems, but OG Buns on Remy. Giggles goes down as well. Eye of Agamotto coming out from OG Buns. Despite his low HP, he's going to go for it. He gets one on Kawang, but he does go down. Is Air Mattress going to be able to clean up with Prozac and K? They certainly want to, as Air Mattress is going to do just that. He's going to get 2 picks. The portal does come in for Houston, though. From Ad Taiso, Remy with the Cloak and Dagger ult to keep his team up. K dropping that CYA on point. Ults now for Miami and Houston. Yancey Street, Prozac is going to bring him there. Looking for picks now. Not going to find him. Swap'ems putting down that Invis ult. Legendary coming in from Crazy Cat. Looking for picks. OG Buns is going to go down. He finds where they're hiding. He's looking for him now, but they're keeping each other up. That triple support really strong. Air Mattress able to find a pick on Kawang. That overtime, very, very slim here. Eye of Agamotto coming out, not finding anything. Crazy Cat looking for value on this backline again. Houston still on. So is Miami. Air Mattress still contesting. Another Cloak and Dagger ult from Giggles. This fight will not end. I can't breathe at this point. Looking for blinds is Giggles. Able to find big ones on 3 of them. House with the Captain America ult to keep his team up and himself. And the fighting is just, it's brawling on the point here. Kawang on Loki now. Gonna pop that Cloak and Dagger ult to keep his team up once again. Another Cloak and Dagger ult going all the way to spawn this time. Crazy Cat almost had another Star-Lord ult. House finally able to break through with 2 picks onto that backline. All supports now down for Miami. OG Buns and Prozac going for big ults, and they're gonna kill 2. They're gonna look for 3. They're not gonna be able to find it. Air Mattress gets one though. House gets a pick on OG Buns. Venom ult coming out from Baker. Not able to find much. Air Mattress still contesting. They're not able to take him down. He's getting healed by that Invis. Just trying to push this point through is Houston. But they can't do it. Air Mattress able to find a pick with the help of Swap'ems. Looking for House now is Air Mattress. He's going to find him. And Miami's going to hold. Oh my god. That was the best fight I've seen this season. Oh my god, Miami. I'm sweating again. I can't do this much longer. You need to get me out of here, guys. Houston, please. I gotta take my
Air
sweatshirt
Mattress
off.
doing a fantastic job at just stalling that point for as long as he did. Maybe flying around on the point is an underrated strat that I need to be adding to the book here. I do think him being on the point as long as he was really made the difference there in that final fight. It gave Miami a bit more breathing room on that last corner.
I had to take my hoodie off. Okay. Oh man.
The skewers from Air Mattress being fantastic when they are being applied.
Yeah.
Doing a great job at pulling people away from point.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Fantastic job to Swap'ems for just finding a safe corner to stand in.
Yeah, just keep Air Mattress up.
That fight.
Yeah.
And we are seeing our first Adam Warlock come out from K.
Right.
I have never seen her play that before. I am Very intrigued to see how that's gonna go. Sorry, I'm putting myself
My
together
all-time
over here.
personal favorite character in all of Marvel.
3,
Yeah, no, that's valid. I like that take. That's a good take. But
They have been seen and they
take a deep breath, viewers. We're getting underway here. As here we go, the fighting is going to start pretty much instantly as Crazy Cat is going to get a pick on K. These teams just going for even more dive and brawl. Baker going to get a pick on Giggles. Baker with another pick on Swaps. That entire Miami backline is already down, and the push has been killed off already. Not a lot of swaps here being seen from either team. Very similar team comps. There isn't a more from Crazy Cat, but he's been all over the DPS pool on this game, or on this series tonight, as Airmatch is going to look for a pick on the Rocket Raccoon, not going to find it. Crazy Cat actually able to get a pick on K. Crazy Cat in the back line of Miami on the Moore. Not every day you see that, and this might be why, as he almost gets taken out by Air Mattress, but Baker able to back him up a little bit there. Miami just goes down again.
Miami is screaming for help.
They're crumbling. They're crumbling. They're crumbling. There's 3 of them, though, at this point. I don't know, man. You have an Invisible Woman and an Adam Warlock. I think you might be able to defend yourselves against a Namor in your backline. But, maybe I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. As the Cloak and Dagger comes out here from OG Buns, actually popped a big Eye of Agamotto in the backline, and he got a pick out of it. Houston seems to be down 2 here. This is a very favorable fight for Miami, as they are looking for more of the supports in the backline. Going to find a pick on Remy. Baker goes down as well, and Miami finally able to take control of this point. The Caiman finally finding their footing here, as Crazy Cat's going to go down a little bit late. Houston going to try to rally up a little bit before going in. A lot of ults on the board for both teams here. Could be more chaos. I don't even have my breath back yet, but we're going to do our best here. OG Buns and House going to just throw hands a little bit on this high ground here. OG Buns dropping down. Kawang going to pop that Daredevil ult with the CYA of Ad Taiso. Invisible Boundary coming out from Swapums with the Angela ult. On top of it, Crazy Cat with a big whale, getting 2 picks onto the backline. Only 1 support remains for Miami. Prozac goes down. K reses herself, but OG Buns is down as well. Oh, and that's a big res from K! She reses her entire team! Miami already back in this fight now. No, only with 1 ult on the board. Is Prozac going to look for something big? It doesn't look like he is. Just going to rally here. Baker, however, going to bring him to Yancey Street. If Prozac won't, he does get 3. And that's going to be pretty much the entirety of Miami going down there. Looking for that Cloak and Dagger now is Baker. Going to find him, Crazy Cat. Airmatch just able to get a pick before he likely goes down here. Oh, he does. Just barely. House hitting him with that shield. And Prozac goes down a little late as well.
Doing a fantastic job at just hammering around and
They are.
finding just those little wedges to get into Miami's back.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable right now. Houston, I mean,
Jeff come back out.
oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll never like a Jeff play. It's nothing against K. I just don't like the Jeff. I'll never like the character. I just don't think it's very good. But especially now we're in double heals, you know. Hawkins is on the Iron Fist, but we'll see how it goes. And the Thor on Air Mattress as well. Very interesting swaps here for Miami, but they're on their last legs, so they're just going for anything at this point. Baker running real low on HP, gonna get out of there. Kawang able to get a pick on that Jeff instantly. Giggles goes down as well. That House Kawang backline dive, just brutal for Miami, not able to do anything about it. Prozac able to get a big ult, but his whole team's gone already, so it doesn't matter. Baker able to clean up the last member of Miami and Swapums. Giggles gonna try to touch with that Cloak and Dagger ult. She's gonna be able to do so. Miami gonna be able to make one last fight happen, as the portal is gonna make it out in time. Remy, Playmaker, Baker with another thing ult, not able to get much out of it. Kawang looking for something in his ult, able to find 3 players. God of Thunder coming out here. Crazy Cat with another whale is gonna find 2 again. Another big ult from Crazy Cat, and Miami finally concedes. Houston is gonna take this series 3-1 in absolutely dominant fashion in the end, but by God, what a series. Both teams playing absolutely unbelievably.
Yeah, fantastic showing from both teams. You know, those point fights, last inch that both team really needed to get. They locked in those moments when it mattered.
They did. It was, I mean, you heard me.
Now you're over there sweating and out of breath.
Struggling over here. At a loss for breath, but you know this is why we love it. Let me go back and look at these stats a little bit. So Houston, obviously our winner, 3-1. That takes them to 4-0 on the season, I will say, and that does drop Miami to, I believe, 1-3. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe they are 1-3 now. But either way, I don't think they're a bad team at all. I think they can definitely squeeze out some wins in the latter half of the season here, as this is mid-season now. But let me look at these stats, man. I mean,
It's
just
gonna be hard.
It's gonna be really hard. But you know, we gotta choose one. I mean, I'm sure you have your own opinion, but I'm gonna form mine right now. You can give your thoughts if you have them at the moment. Just let me figure this out.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick an MVP from this list.
I know. I'm well aware. I'm more aware than any at this revelation. I mean, everybody on Houston played out of their minds every single map, and you know you can't really take anything away from any of them, to be completely honest with you. But I think I have mine. I think I have mine.
All right, we will trust your gut on this one.
I'm gonna go give my MVP to Crazy Cat.
All right,
I think Crazy Cat is your MVP of this series. I mean, every single game the guy was just going absolutely nuclear. You know, I think obviously, like I said, everybody played super duper well, but you know, Crazy Cat just showing why he is, you know, that main DPS on that team. He's just unbelievable, and that's definitely my MVP. Oh, but I mean, what a stream, what a series from both teams. Both teams played super duper well. I mean, Houston, yeah, I mean, it was said in chat by Creepted just now. Houston definitely one of the teams to look out for to win it all in the end. I mean, they are just kind of, no one has been able to find their number yet. They are just a really good team, despite making a change this it was either this last week or the week before. But I mean, still just unbelievable this roster is. Even when things are stacked against them, they're able to make it happen. And
yeah, they are there to answer the call on anyone that challenges them.
They were there to answer the call, and I think that's probably gonna be it for me and Bose here in the booth. I would like to thank you all for watching. That is it for me. Raltz, thank you all for coming. Bose, thank you, Inky, for broadcasting. All did a great job. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next time. Good night.